there. So I know when I started YouTube, I used to look up these videos all the time of what people use. So I thought, as a smaller YouTuber myself, that I would share what I use and what I've been using for a while now. So that way, if you want to start a YouTube channel, you have a rough idea. I also want to say that I started out on my phone, and that is a perfectly good way to do it. I still will use my phone every now and then. If like my camera died, I don't have like backup batteries or anything. Let's get started. So first up, camera. Like I said, I still do use my iPhone just to get some clips every now and then, because honestly it's a lot less obvious in public, because like most people have their phones on them or taking videos and stuff. I highly recommend that, especially if you're a little awkward in public, kind of like me. It still comes out with really great quality videos, especially like any of the newer cameras that are on the iPhones. So definitely recommend just start off with that. You can even do videos like this with it, but I do recommend use the back camera, not the front camera, because they are different. You can still do the front camera, it'll still look good, but if you want to get the best quality, recommend doing the back camera. The other main camera that I've been using for a while now, I think I got it back in either 2020 or 2021, but is my Canon G7Xii. I absolutely love this camera. I think it is a great starter camera for vlogging mainly, but I do sit down videos. Like right now I'm actually filming with it, because it is a lot easier to just kind of record and not have to do a lot of extra setup versus my other camera. What's nice about using this for vlogging is it is a smaller camera, also has a flip up screen, so that way in the way of a tripod it's easy to kind of put it down without that, like, it's the hardest part with my other camera is it flips out to the side and it makes it harder if you don't have a tripod to put it in some places. Small inconvenience, but it's nice having the actual flip up screen. I prefer this camera for vlogging. The fact that it's smaller, it's less obvious, honestly a lot easier to vlog with than other cameras. I've noticed that people use the camera I'm going to talk about. This camera that I do use and I got shortly after, a year after I got my G7X, is my Canon M50. Now this camera is used a lot by people vlogging nowadays. I know some of the YouTubers I watch actually use the M50 over the G7X for vlogging. I think the camera is a little bit too big for that. It's a lot more obvious. I like to kind of be insanely noticed, I guess. I use this for a lot more videos, kind of like this, even though I'm not using it right now. For sit-down videos, it is very nice. I personally like it because I actually got this camera mainly for photography. I'm trying to get more into that and actually like exploring that, and that camera is a great start. The other one that is a more recent camera is actually my GoPro Hero 10, which I honestly feel like should be used more for vlogging for the aspect of what it can bring. It can bring 5K videos, and it's so small and fits so easily in your hand, and it's not noticeable is the nice part. The other time it gets really noticeable if you start using the mounts that, you know, obviously make it clear that you're filming with a GoPro, but I like how compact it is. The one thing that sucks is the battery. It does die really quick, so I do recommend buying another battery, but you can actually get these at Walmart and it's not that expensive. I don't remember exactly, but if I can figure it out, I'll put it on the screen. The other thing I like about it too is it's less worry about breaking it, because it's actually meant for the weather. It's a GoPro, it's an action camera, so taking it outside, whether it's raining, you can do without needing any extra protection. You know, all that, you're not risk of either messing up your camera if you decide to do that, or your phone if you are vlogging on your phone. This is a good, instead of pulling out your phone, if that's what you start vlogging on and you get a GoPro, it will protect your phone because it won't be getting rained on. I really like my GoPro. I've actually been gravitating more towards my GoPro for vlogging than my Canon, because it also gives a wide field of view, which I really like for vlogs. Moving on to editing. Now, I have gone through quite a few different softwares in my life. I started on iMovie. I even used the one that comes with Windows Movie Maker. That's what it's called. I used that for a little bit. The next step I had gotten was called LumaFusion, which is on the iPad. I don't know if you can get it on a MacBook, but I know that I had it on my iPad. I think it was only $20, and it was actually a great starter. So if you don't want to spend the obvious money for the more bigger programs, I recommend LumaFusion. I used this for a while and had no problems and was making actually pretty good videos. You do have to go through extra steps because it's not like Final Cut Pro or anything, but I highly recommend it if you're starting out and want something a little bit more advanced than iMovie. But if you want a free version, iMovie is free. What's nice about it is there are a bunch of videos on YouTube of how to make iMovie work and make really good videos, so I would definitely recommend watching those videos. I personally right now use Final Cut Pro, which I have been loving for a while. I was lucky that I could spend the money to get it because it's really helped me with editing. I've been learning quite a bit. What's nice about Final Cut Pro is you can get plugins and you can get all these extra parts to it that really enhance your video. And honestly, I think it's easy to learn on. The other thing is for thumbnails, what I used to do is I would just edit my video or my photos, which I still do. I edit my photos, Photoshop, and then I would use Fonto on my phone. But I've actually been really liking Canva, which I highly recommend. There is a free version, but there also is a paid version. I personally just use the free version, but what's nice is there are templates on there. So if you have struggle coming up with new ideas or you want to keep your thumbnails kind of looking the same, you have the option because there's just templates you can go back and use over and over again. Highly recommend it. It's super easy to use. You literally will take a template, or you can do a blank canvas if you want, but you can take a template, you take out those photos, add your own photos, add your text over, and you are good to go. So without going into tripods and all of that, because you can get tripods. Tripods are not hard to come by, and honestly, it's just what you prefer. So I hope this video helped, and if you guys have any more in-depth questions, leave them down below, and I will definitely do that. That's it. If you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Hit the subscribe button below. Also really helps me out, and I'll see you guys next time.